Hi, my name is Kim Dale, and I'm one of the school counselors at Laramie High School. And I just want to give you a quick overview of some important information for course registration with the 2021-2022 school year. Okay, so as a reminder, graduation requirements for Laramie High School include 4 credits of English, including for our current sophomores rolling into their junior year, a new English requirement. And so you're going to see that on your screen. We do have the requirement of 11th grade Lit and Comp or one of our AP options. Students are also required to take 3 credits of social studies, which includes US history and government and politics, and we have AP options in both areas. Students take 3 credits of science, 3 credits of math, 2 credits of health PE, and this is where it gets a little different for different students. We have some students who might have already taken either their individual or team sport class, and those 2 requirements meet standards. However, we also have some students who maybe took survey of PE already, and that is a 1 semester class, which meets all of their PE standards. So again, 2 credits are required, but you can meet the standards in 2 different ways. And then the rest should be filled in with PE electives, such as advanced PE or weight training. There's also the requirement for 2 credits of either world language, career tech education, or fine and performing arts, for a total of 25 credits. These requirements are similar to the Hathaway. However, if you're looking at those top tiers, not only are you doing 4 years of English, 3 credits of social studies, you're also doing 4 credits of science and 4 credits of math. Now, math gets a little different as well because what the Hathaway program is looking at is you're being successful in math. So they are looking for a particular math level. So the Hathaway clock does start ticking either when you come in as a freshman taking pre-algebra or whenever you start taking Algebra 1, because they're looking at Algebra 1, geometry, Algebra 2, and 1 additional year of math. They're also looking at that 2 credits of world language, career tech education, or fine performing arts, plus an additional 2 years. So that's where it can get a little confusing for students because with the opportunity to meet that requirement in a variety of ways, it's also kind of hard to keep track of when we're giving general statements. So that would be something to really start thinking about as you're selecting out your elective courses. How are you sequencing those to make sure you're meeting that requirement? Now, with the Hathaway, they're also looking at your GPA and your ACT score. And as a reminder, the ACT is part of our state assessment. And for this year's juniors, that state test is going to be on April 6th. Now, for those of you who love a great state test, well, that's the day for you. For those of you who are thinking you might want a little preparation for that, do not forget that if you go inside your Naviance account, you can go ahead and work on some ACT prep that's already free. It's available to all of our students. So go into your class link. You're going to see a little icon in there. It looks a little bit kind of like a compass. And go ahead and click on that, and you can take advantage of some ACT prep. Okay. So now you know kind of what you need to take in order to graduate. Where do you put those selections? All you need to do is log into your PowerSchool account. And then on the left-hand side, you're going to see a little chair with a little pencil icon. Click on that, and that's your class registration. Once you click on it, you're going to see a screen very similar to this. And this screen kind of goes through a little outline that matches the PDF that you'd see in your Canvas class for your I&E. So as you look at this kind of outline, you can see each of your courses listed in kind of a grouping. But if you go over to the right-hand side of your screen, you're going to click on a pencil. You click on the pencil and you're going to open up this pop-up menu. Now, the pop-up menu can be super frustrating and super exciting all at once because this pop-up menu is full of a lot of information that doesn't always format so well. You might need to scroll up, scroll down your screen. You might need to toggle around to different page numbers. So this example has 3 pages of elective choices. Once you make your selection, make sure you hit okay. As you look further down your screen, you do see that there's a spot where you need to enter alternatives, and that's very important. If we can't get you your first or second choice, we want to, or your first choice, we want to make sure to get your second and third choice. So please give us alternatives. And then don't be surprised if you see those alternatives being used. Because again, we're trying to complete your schedule by creating best fit that we can. Okay. So sometimes you start to enter these things and you're like, is this fitting towards graduation? How do these classes work? Well, once you hit submit, you're going to see that a tab opens up on top of your screen. And this is going to give you the opportunity to check out your graduation progress. So this is an example of one student's graduation progress in the area of language arts. This student has completed freshman English, their sophomore English, and they're currently in their junior year English. And so that's why you're going to see enrolled classes listed. That's their second semester of AP Lit. You'll also notice on the right-hand side of the screen that student's course is now a lighter color green. It means they're currently enrolled in that class. This student has not yet made their choices for their senior year, so you're going to see that nothing is chosen for their senior year English. Now, if this student were to go ahead, pick maybe, let's say, AP Language, if they go ahead and pick that class, the class is going to be listed more towards the center of their screen, and they're going to see that white colored bar turn yellow, which means that it is already a selection now for next year. So by the time you're done, you want to see everything with that dark green color. However, kind of keep in mind that right now, it's only going to be variations of the green and the yellow in there as you're completing out your requirements. Now, the screen does not always play nice with our classes, so sometimes we do need to hand select some of these things and get them pushed in there. So please keep in mind, if you've taken something and you know it counted towards English, maybe you transferred in, this is not the end all be all. This is just really a launching pad so you can get a pretty good idea of how the classes you've taken work towards graduation. Okay, so some frequently asked questions. Yes, you do get the opportunity to choose a full schedule at Laramie High School. So at the end, you should add up to 7 credits. Our school board really wants you to take full advantage of everything we have to offer. So check out some of those classes you might not be able to take once you graduate from high school. A great pottery class, some awesome choir options, woodworking. Take a look at all those things and create a full schedule. Some of you might be thinking about classes off campus. Well, at this point, we cannot accommodate those because it's not available yet. That information is going to come out closer to spring break, and then students would be able to take a look at what LCCC offers, for example, and then not be able to register until April. So in the meantime, please choose a full schedule at Laramie High School so you do always have some classes available here. And also, please don't forget that there are times when the computer is asking for a signature. So for it to become an active course, we either need a computer override to make it active, or we need like a little post-it note with a signature and we'll put the override in, or your teacher can go ahead and override a class from their portal. But if you're seeing a class and you know that you should be able to take it, we might just need to do that electronically. So please come and ask or chat with one of your teachers. So again, we're looking to close this portal at the beginning of March. We're probably going to go till about Thursday in that first week of March. But in the meantime, if you have any questions, please come and see someone in the counseling office or go ahead and send us an email. And of course, check your Canvas INE class because that's where we'll post the latest and greatest pieces of information for you guys. Take care, Plainsmen.